Hi everyone. I have another movie review for you today. Um, this is the movie Disturbia. It was a film starring Shia LaBeouf. He was from the Transformers movies. Um, Carrie Ann Moss from the Matrix film. She was Trinity. She's in this film as the mother. Um, and the film is directed by DJ Caruso. Caruso, I think. DJ Caruso. He directed the film Eagle Eye, so it would make sense why he teamed up with Shia LaBeouf for this one. Or I should say, I think Disturbia came out before Eagle Eye, so it makes sense why he teamed up with Shia LaBeouf again for Eagle Eye. So this is kind of the film that got the actor and the director together. Um, Disturbia. Um, for those of you who know the Alfred Hitchcock film Rear Window, this is actually a modernized version of that. So the storyline for this one is Um, Shia LaBeouf plays this average high school kid. Him and his father go on a fishing trip at the beginning. They get into this bad accident, um, and turns out Shia LaBeouf lives. The father doesn't. Um, it shows them. It shows many months later. He's in class. He punches his um, teacher of this one class who he really doesn't like, and his teacher is kind of giving him crap about his dad dying and stuff. Um, and I just want to see this quick, but um, I'll get to that in a second. But okay, um, where was I? Sorry. Um, but yeah, so the teacher gets him mad. Shia LaBeouf punches him, and he he gets in trouble, obviously. And during the court trial, they say since he's under 18, they're going to give him 3 months of house arrest rather than going to juvenile, uh, whatever it is where kids go under the age of 18 when they break the law. So they give him 3 months house arrest um, instead of the juvenile detention or whatever. Um, and he has this thing on his leg where if he gets out of a certain range of his house, the thing starts to beep, and the police come to his house to make sure that he's trying not to escape the house and commit more crimes. Um, so while he's in this house, he's bored. His mother canceled his iTunes and Xbox accounts, so he has nothing to do. And turns out he finds a pair of binoculars, like you see on the cover, binoculars, kind of like in Rear Window, and he decides to spy on the neighbors, see what they do, um, kind of keep track of what their schedules are because there's clearly nothing else for him to do in the house. And over time, he starts to realize that his neighbor is a murderer, and he tries to convince the police that he's a bad guy, and because he has the bracelet on his leg, it causes conflict because he's trying to prove that this guy is bad, but he cannot leave his house out of a certain range, and so yeah, it's a good movie. He has to figure out a way to expose this guy once and for all, so he can get this evil killer into prison. The villain of the film looks like that. Um, the girlfriend of Shia LaBeouf. She looks like that. Um, Shia LaBeouf, obviously, right there, and right there again. Um, Rated PG-13, so not. It's violent, but it's not like, oh, my kids can't watch it if you have kids out there. Um, so yeah, it's not like rated R violent, but it's still pretty violent. Um, yeah, for PG-13 standards, it's definitely pretty violent. Um, Ivan Reitman actually produced this too, so yeah, he did a lot of family movies. This isn't a family film, but I'm just saying that Ivan Reitman is well known for doing a lot of family films like Ghostbusters and everything else. Um, so yeah, Disturbia, about a guy who has something on his leg, so he can't leave his house, and he has to prove that his neighbor is a bad guy, a killer. Um, just a really, really good movie. If you like Rear Window or just mystery and suspense films, it's worth checking out. Or if you like Shia LaBeouf or DJ Caruso, or if you even liked Eagle Eye, I think you'll probably like this movie a lot. Um, I actually found this at a Staples store, just called Staples, um, and they had like a movie sale going on, and I was able to buy this for $8. So yeah, it's if you find it at Staples or Best Buy, you might find it for a pretty cheap price now, especially on just DVD, because they're trying to get rid of DVD and get onto Blu-ray eventually, just strictly Blu-ray. Um, so check it out. It's Disturbia, starring Shia LaBeouf.